I just wanted to finalize a few things, just go over what normals are in horses. Mucous membrane color should be a nice healthy pink, like your fingernail pink. It should be nice and slimy. If you run your finger over their gums and just slides right off, it doesn't stick or anything like that. So those are things to take note of when you call your vet. Just let them know, hey, his gums seem really sticky, or they look kind of white, or they've got this purple color to them, because that can give us a lot of information. Normal heart rate in a horse, depending on the age of the horse, depending on, like babies tend to be faster than adults. But typically it's in anywhere from the high 20s to the low 40s, so 28 to 48 would be normal. Just go out and check your horse's heart rate when it's out wandering in the pasture, and that's resting heart rate, and that tells you what's normal for them. Respiratory rate, typically, again, it depends on the day. Like today's a little bit hotter, so they're breathing a little bit heavier. Should be in the teens and low 20s. Up to 28 is acceptable. Down to 12, that's perfectly normal. You should always be able to hear gut sounds in horses. I mean, even if you just stand next to them, you can hear rumbling. Sometimes you have to put your ear right next to them. Invest in a cheapo stethoscope. Listen right in their upper quadrant here, down in the lower quadrant here, both sides. Normal temperature, rectal temperature, is usually anywhere from like 99.0 to 100.5. You start getting above 101, they're running a fever. But you got to take into consideration, what were they just doing? Were you just out riding them and they're all worked up? Is it a hot day? That's going to cause it to be falsely elevated. So those are the norms. So yeah, just get your horse used to having stuff done with it, messing with its legs, hosing its legs, having its face messed with, having its lips messed with. Get it used to its temperature being taken, just play with its tail, poke them right on the rectum a few times with your finger to get them used to that feeling, that sensation. If you got a ticklish horse, get them used to their belly being touched, because when you go to listen to their gut sounds, you're going to be up there in that kind of ticklish area. So those are just some tips that you can do to get your horse ready in case of an emergency. And it makes your vet's life a whole lot easier. Thanks, guys.